来到寺庙之后呢，我们学会了什么是必要的，什么是需要的。然后呢，我们学会了做人生的减法，把自己生活的所需过得越来越简单。当越来越简单的时候，我们反而没有觉得说是失去什么，而是得到了很多内在的精神上面的富足。
But in the monkhood, you have just enough. It's everything that you actually need. And with that minimalization, things slow down, and you find out you don't need all the things that are out there in the world.
I like that as well. I think that helps you be more mindful. Yeah, I think that was just to show, are you being mindful enough when you're eating? Are you cleaning your bowl enough? Like, did you finish your food? And yeah, I think that was good to maybe wake up some people who aren't being so mindful when they eat. And to make sure to clean everything thoroughly, because when you wipe it, it's just a lot softer on the mind, and it's less messy when you're cleaning it in the water. So
our monastic chores enable us to develop good habits and a good relationship with each other. All of us feel fortunate that we can be here to live the simple life of a Buddhist monk. We learn that all we need are our set of 3 robes and a few necessities. We must endeavor to train our body and mind so that we can become a true Buddhist monk.
出家人系佛慧命，比我们想象的要艰难，时间要漫长。那种尽心尽力为佛教、宣扬佛教、弘扬佛教的那种心境体验时间，比我想象的还要艰难。可是我体验到在Idop，我发觉到，特别辅导老师啊、教导老师，他们披上袈裟后，从事那么艰难的工作，可是他们却充满了法喜，好像很自在，好像生活应该就是如此。他们非常享受他们的生活，他们也为他们的付出而系佛慧命，而感到如何说自豪吧，很自在，很投入，所以那种体验不同的。
The weather here is perfect for meditation practice. We have more time to ourselves and we are learning more about Buddhism through the Dhamma lectures. We are also taught to practice meditation and to deeply appreciate its significance. What we have learned from our Dhamma lectures and meditation practice truly benefit our daily life. We get to learn more about ourselves, and we also have some idea now what true happiness feels like.
I've been going to another Buddhist temple for a long time that has Mahayana monks and nuns, and I've been attending the Azusa temple for 1 year. They have monks, and they always walk with a grace. They always walk and compose themselves with grace. And I was kind of curious how they do that, what you have to go through to do that. And so that's what I'm learning here. And I didn't know really what you go through and what you do to become that. And now I know more. And so I'm finding it very educational to know what a monk actually does and how they become a monk. And so I've learned a lot about.
I think ordination is simply a sacrifice. And so like it's the most important part is the sacrifice you make in your heart and your mind. You can ordain as a monk, but maybe you're not a monk in your mind. But when you make the commitment to ordain, you say, okay, I'm going to give up, in a sense, I'm going to give up the world to gain it at the same time. So you give up the worldly pleasures, the desires, the life of, luxury. But in a sense, you also feel like you're in such a beautiful place and you're awake, you're present, and so you gain the world at the same time. For me, I've been able to change my life because of Buddhism, and that means everything. And I think it's not every spiritual leader or teacher at some point has made a sacrifice for others or in the name of love or compassion or some cause. And that's something that every human should strive for. And we need more people to make these kinds of sacrifices, to not follow money and power and fame, but transforming their inner self through meditation.
The International Dhammadayada Ordination Program, or Idop, provides the physical and mental training necessary to become a true monk. This is an international program, but it has only one objective, and that is the earnest learning and practicing of the Dhamma.
I agree 100% with that. I think some of the most successful social activists show that is true. Like Mahatma Gandhi said, you have to be the change that you wish to see in the world. And so and Martin Luther King too, they both understood that change happens from within inside the individual. And everyone's always, nowadays, they're looking to point the finger at someone else. Like, they're the reason there's a problem. Like, if we only fixed them, then, our problems would go away. But it's just not the reality of the situation. It's like, I think a shift in consciousness needs to happen, and the only way to do that is through meditation. So for me, I think understanding it more is, and practicing meditation is the most important thing for the world nowadays.
One enters the monkhood in order to find the necessary freedom to practice the Lord Buddha's teachings for the purpose of putting an end to suffering and making clear the path of Nibbana.
Plus the fact that the bonus to me is the meditation. I didn't come here just for the meditation, but the meditation is a cream on the cake, because the cake, the foundation is doing good. So I believe anyone who's in position of power, whether you're a CEO or you're a political leader, it's absolutely need that they should have a meditation as part of the program. The next part of life will change tremendously in a positive way, the way it will change for me. I'm going to spend my next 30 over years living my life differently, creating impact back in the business world quite differently because of what I've learned in the teaching of Buddha. As Buddha says, don't just believe me, go find out for yourself.
If you would like to learn the Dhamma and experience true peace, give yourself at least once in your lifetime the opportunity to enter the monkhood. Come to learn about inner peace. Come to be a part of the Triple Gem. Come and join the Mass International Dhammadayada Ordination Program, Idop.
If you are interested in Buddhism, in meditation, in a monk's life, come see. There's a Pali word we learned, ehipassiko, come and see. And that's a lot of what Buddhism is based on. You don't accept what someone says because they're someone special like a Buddha. You try it yourself. So this is a chance to try it yourself. And so you don't come here just to be a monk. You come here to see what a simple life can bring. And it really does a great job in a pretty short time.
The end of our journey is not everything, because the journey itself is also important. It is filled with the opportunity for happiness. It is filled with the opportunity for success. If the road is rough, we must proceed carefully. If the road is smooth, the pace can quicken. Life is not predetermined. We can choose how to live our life. We have given ourselves the opportunity to choose a new way to live. It is what we do as international Dhammadayas.